Hey, what's up guys? Hope you're doing well. This is Jordan at the Pixel Lab. I want to talk today about capturing animation in Cinema4D and After Effects just to speed up your workflow. We're going to jump into After Effects first. This effect is really easy to use, but most people don't know it's here when they're starting out. It's called Motion Sketch. So go to Window, Motion Sketch, and you're going to get this dialog box right here. So you can leave all these settings where they are and just use this Start Capture. And what it's going to do is it's going to start capturing anything you do with your mouse on this object. So have this object selected, click Start Capture, and then we're going to move around our little cube here. And you can see that we have a bunch of keyframes show up right here. So just like that, we're able to capture a really nice animation without having to go in and keyframe all of this stuff, which is really awesome. So in Cinema4D, we have the same thing, and it's called Cappucino in Cinema4D. So it's Motion Sketch in After Effects and Cappucino in Cinema4D. So if you're a character animator, you definitely know about this, but a lot of people starting out just need to be aware it's here. So if we want to animate this robot arm, it would probably take a lot of keyframes and quite a bit of time. But if we just go to Character, and it's in Character Manager, we have this Cappucino. Click that, we get a dialog box similar to After Effects, and there's not a whole lot of options. You can select which keyframes you want to record, position, scale, rotation, PLA. And besides that, you can just click Start Real Time. So we'll click, make sure that you are on the object that you want to move. So this is our control object. We're going to hit Start Real Time, and nothing's going to happen until you start moving it, and then the timeline will start playing. So we'll grab our control object and start moving it around. So the first thing you'll notice is that we have keyframes, but they're starting at 65, and also it's stopped at 90 frames. So this is just something you need to be aware of. You can click on Start at Current Time, but then you need to move your current time indicator to the beginning, and you also need to add some frames to your scene if you want it to keep going. So we'll go ahead and undo that, and we're going to hit Start Real Time one more time, and then we'll start our animation. So we'll do a nice little animation here. And the cool thing is you can get some really nice robotic animations or something that's pretty organic. So now if we hit play, you can see that we have our animation playing really nicely. It's very random, robotic, and looks really cool. So that is the basics of Cappucino. And then if we go to our control object and we go to Show F Curves, you can see that we have a whole mess of curves. If we hit Command A to select all of our keyframes, we can actually clean these up. And if you look at these keyframes, some of them are a little bit harsh and jagged. That actually works for the robot arm, but it might be something you want to mess with depending on your animation style. You could go to Function and Key Reducer. You have this reduction slider, the one on the left, you can just slide it over, and you can see that it's turning them into more of a Bezier smooth style keyframe, and it's also eliminating a bunch of the keyframes just to simplify your scene. And then if we hit play, you can see that it's a much smoother, more of a easy ease type of animation, which is also very cool. If you want to do that in After Effects, you can do that as well. If you select all of your keyframes, and then if you go to Window, Smoother, that's going to pop up a dialog box with a tolerance button. So if we hit 1 tolerance, you can see that it reduces a bunch of our keyframes. Let's undo that and maybe kick up the tolerance to 19. You can see that it reduces them a bunch more, and then it becomes more of a easy ease, like a softer animation. So that's one way to kind of smooth out your keyframes, and then you can go in and mess around with them a little bit easier. That is Cappucino, and that is Motion Sketch for After Effects. So I hope that you learned something new. Thanks as always for checking out the Pixel Lab. We really do appreciate it. Talk to you next time. Bye.